Hello, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, I'm super excited seeing you this very moment, and I'll be sharing with you about some of the challenges associated with land acquisition here in Nigeria. Some of those questions, some of those fears in the hearts of people when it comes to land acquisitions are the things we're talking with you about this very moment. I'm Tamleka, your real estate investment consultant based here in the city of Port Harcourt, and in my normal way, I am here to help you acquire genuine property and ensure that even when you are acquiring your land anywhere, you need to ask the necessary questions such that you won't fall into the wrong hand. That's basically why I am here for you. So without much ado, I think we need to go straight to the point right now. So the number one reason why people are a bit skeptical when it comes to land acquisition here in Nigeria is the title and ownership issue. How legit the land that I want to buy is one of the things that have made a whole lot of people to be skeptical when it comes to land in Nigeria. So many people want to buy land, don't want to fall into the wrong hand. I'm praying for you, you will not fall into the wrong hand, because it's so annoying that you spend your hard-earned money and at the end of the day you won't have value for your money, and I wouldn't want you to be a victim of that. That's why I'm doing this video. So title and ownership issue has pushed a whole lot of people because they don't understand the rudiments of verifying things before buying a land. So because of that, they just feel okay, any land they see, because they have the money, they can just go ahead and buy. No, it's not done like that. So for you to be able to buy a land and be safe on that land, you need to see the title document of that, because that's what will help you to go a step further to verify that particular parcel of land. It's so important. For instance, if a person's claim to be that he owns a plot of land in a place and he's telling you that this land was given to him or her by the family, such as we hear every day in Port Harcourt, mostly in Rivers State. You see people are telling you, this land is my family land, we shared it amongst the me, and all of that, and this particular parcel is my own and I want to sell it. If people come up with such claims, you need to understand that even when they gift you a parcel of land, there should be a deed of gift on that particular parcel. So you need to see the title document of that property. That will help you to go a step further to verifying every details about that particular land. And when you claim that, or maybe somebody is selling you a property and he claims that he bought that property from some other person, he should be able to present the document he got from the person, not necessarily the one that he signed, at least the person's document, root document, where the person bought the land and how the person acquired the land. He need to show you that this is how this person acquired the land and I bought the land from this. These are the little details that people neglect, hence they fall into diverse kinds of challenges when it comes to land acquisition. So you need to get the title document is so important. The title, even if it's native inherited, they must show you a document where the elders in the family actually sign to say, we've given this particular parcel of land to Mr. A and this portion is his own, and the person should be able to go further to survey the land and have it and say, this parcel of land is my own. So it's not something that somebody will just tell you, my family gave me family land and this one is my own, and you just take it. At the end of the day, the person can disappear. You don't have anything to trace the person with. That's what I'm saying. So it's so important for you to know and get the title document of that land in the person's name, because even when you want to go to the ministry, if he said, I've registered this, that's what we use, and go and do some verification even with the Ministry of Lands. So you need to be very much careful when it comes to that. The true ownership of that land is very important. How legit is the land? The person selling the land to you, how genuine is the person? And you can't be sure about that until you get the title document of that land, such that you can use it to do your findings, your verifications. So these are the things these are the little mistakes that people make. Somebody will just come from anywhere and say, I own this land, or I bought this land from somebody without any root document from the person, and you just take it and say, look at his own deed. Now I'm saying that anybody can sign a deed of conveyance. claiming to be the person that sold the land. Anybody can do that. I've seen cases where people just go and manufacture something in form of deed of conveyance just because they want to sell a land. So it's so important for you to understand that you need to know the real title document backing up any land you are buying, such that you will know the kind of findings that you will, the due diligence that you will actually embark on, because that determines the kind of due diligence that you are going to embark on if you are buying that kind of land. For instance, a native land, you know that you need to do some form of findings, due diligence, and all of that. Where you go to do the due diligence is not the place that you do due diligence for a land that is having a C of O. So these are the little things that you need to understand, and I want to believe that if you can take most of these things and take it serious when you want to buy your next land, you will not fall into some of these challenges. So it's so important for you to know that. Then the next challenge when it comes to land, or the fears in people's mind when it comes to land, is the security of the property. The security of the property. In fact, this is so common in Port Harcourt that you see a place that people have already bought, even built. You see someone will just bring those out and will start bulldozing everything, and in the next day everywhere, even when you can't even trace your friends, you don't even know anything that was happening in that particular place again. Even they will pull down everything, even the house that you've built and you've not lived, they will bring it down, and you can't even trace to say, okay, this is the boundary of my plot. You see it happen every day, and it's so annoying. And that's why you need to pay attention to what I'm going to be saying. So the security of your property is so important. It's very, very important, because most people, they buy land for the purpose of land banking. They buy, after some years they want to resell to make reasonable profit from it, and it won't be a very good thing for you to just leave the land there, and before you know, people will start encroaching on the land. Or maybe you see people come to the area and grade. Of recent, I have one of my friends, I escorted him to go and see his property somewhere in Eneka, and before you know, we couldn't even get there because they were doing massive grading in that particular environment. We couldn't even get to where even houses that people have built. So far, you've not lived in that house. Even when you live, because of the sporadic shooting and stuff like that, people run away from their houses. So you see cases like this. They are very, very things of concern when it comes to land acquisition, because I wouldn't want you to be a victim of such. So that's why when you are buying, you need to ensure the security of your property. You need to ensure the security of your property, and that's why I advise anybody to buy a property from a genuine real estate company. A genuine real estate company, and I can recommend a few for you if you want to buy property in Nigeria. So when you want to buy your property, you need to buy from a genuine real estate company, because they play a second level check on your property. You can live. We've had cases where people buy properties, and for the past 7 years the property is still intact. Nobody has come there to see, even when they've not fenced the land is still there until tomorrow. That land will still be there. Why? Because most of these estates have been fenced around. So you are buying a plot in an already fenced environment with a gate house, and no people are there mounting the gate, and nobody can just walk in there and claim to be from anywhere to encroach on any land there. Then another thing you need to also, if peradventure there is any court case or anything, people want to, company steps in and fight for you as their own client. So you don't have any challenge when you buy from a company, a reliable company. And I can recommend a few for you to be able to buy and be safe. So for most of my clients that are in the diaspora, they bought their properties, some of them 5-6 years ago, and their property is still intact. Nobody can even do anything on it, except maybe sometimes some of them will say, okay, give it out for people to start farming and do some form of things on it and all of that. So these are the ways to go. Buy from a legit real estate company, because all the properties you buy from them, you are sure that anytime, any day that you want to use it, you will come and meet your property. So the number 3 things that we'll be discussing now, that is a major concern to most investors and has made them not to buy properties here in Nigeria, is the infrastructural development. Infrastructural development of most of the areas that they intend buying land. So I had some discussion with some couple of clients, and they will tell you, I don't want to invest in Rivers State because government is not opening up the place has been the way it has been for over some years now, and I quite agree with them. It's so important. The only state that is trying when it comes to structural development from the ends of the government is Lagos State and Abuja. Yeah, so they open up roads from the city center to even the remote local government, so that enables development to spread across the state. So but in Port Harcourt, that is also being done because of recent the governor has commenced the construction of the Port Harcourt Ring Road, which is cutting across over 5 local governments. So this is something that will enhance the real estate development here in Port Harcourt. So many people are buying properties along that road, and because of that road, so many areas that were abandoned before now are coming up, and development is actually tilting towards those directions. So this is something that the government of Rivers State has actually put into the topmost priority, and I want to encourage everyone that wants to buy properties here in Port Harcourt or anywhere in Lagos, Abuja, anywhere you want to buy your property, you do us a DM and we will recommend areas that have those kind of potential, and when you buy, you are sure that in very few couple of years to come, your property is actually going to appreciate it because development is going to catch up with them anywhere they are. So that's basically what we do. And another thing you need to also consider when it comes to infrastructural development is the company you are investing with. So I said earlier before now that you need to invest with a real estate company, but not all real estate companies are taking infrastructural development in their estate as a priority. So you need to also understand that. So you need to look out for companies that are always concerned about developing their estate, because there is no point buying a land in an estate that is not developing. Year in, year out, the estate is just like that, and nothing is being done to properties in the estate in order for them to appreciate. Because if you come to an estate and you've seen road, you've seen light, you've seen security gatehouse, you've seen people living in that particular estate, there's nothing that will make that estate not, or a plot of land in that estate, not to sell very high or not to appreciate. Even you'll be encouraged to go and build. Why? Because you are seeing life around where your land is, and you can go for that and say, okay, I want to develop this place, or I want to sell it. So that is basically what I am talking about. You need to know the nature of the company you are investing in. So aside from the government doing infrastructural development, the company you are investing with, you need to understand the dynamics of their business. You need to know what they lay emphasis on. You need to also know that, and I can recommend few companies that are taking infrastructural development in their estates as important as selling the property. So while they are selling, they are doing infrastructural development in the estate. They are constructing road, drainages, bringing light, perimeter fence around the entire plot, such that the land you are buying is secured and is adding value on a daily basis. So that's basically what I want us to understand this very moment. It's something that is so important, and you need to take these 3 points very important, because if you can get it right, definitely you will be happy with any property you are buying anywhere in Nigeria. And I can assure you, if you get it right, you'll be encouraged to even do more, because land is one thing that has changed a whole lot of people's life. Thank you very much, and if you want us to guide you and help you get genuine properties here in Port Harcourt, Abuja, Lagos, you can call the number on your screen, and I can guarantee you that you will never regret your experience with us. It's always a smooth experience, and we've helped a whole lot of people become landlords and landladies in Nigeria. So even if you are in the diaspora, you want to buy a land here in Nigeria, you can give us a call or do us a DM, and we'll respond to you and guide you accordingly, according to your budget, your needs, and give you a tailored solution that can help you be a happy landlord here in Nigeria. So thank you very much, and see you even as I come your way next time. Bye.